Angry guy here, and hot girls are trying to make homelessness seem glamorous. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, please help get the channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Now let's begin. Hot girls are trying to make homelessness seem glamorous. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
Good morning, my wonderful friends. Today I'm going to show you what it's like to live in a car park in a van. I've stayed in many car parks. This one is my favorite because you could probably guess it. I'm in Saint-Tropez. Now let me show you what it's like living in a car park. Okay, first things first, we're gonna make the bed. Okay? Just because we live in a car park doesn't mean we don't have standards, right? So, that's a very poor excuse. I've ditched the top layer. You know, that pink fluffy blanket doesn't exist. Don't buy a pink fluffy blanket whilst living in a van. I could have told myself that, but I didn't listen to me. So, listen to me. We're definitely in a car park. My parents have actually come to visit me the last few days. It's been very nice. I haven't seen them in a while, but they wanted to come down for the Nice carnivals. There's like loads of carnivals this time of year at all the different towns along the coast, so they're kind of here for that for a little bit. There are so many people here, and I hate waking up to people here, but wait for it. You'll see why I'm parked here in a second. It's really cool. Not too bad. Lately, I've been really getting into colouring books. I love to wake up in the morning and do a bit of colouring. Okay, call me a child, but look at my cockerel. Isn't she a baddie? I haven't finished her yet. And it's really peaceful to do in the morning. I'm really trying to get into a more peaceful van life vibe at the moment because, oh my lord, I've been very burnt out from finding places to park. Especially at the moment, they seem to be like cutting off all of the good spots. I don't know what is going on. I'm not happy about it, but I have found some good ones still. But everywhere along the coast is like been crazy the last few weeks.
Guys, so this is homelessness. This is homelessness. No matter how much she likes to dress it up and she likes to make it look lovely and glamorous, this is homelessness. And when she started talking about how difficult it is to find places to park, this just reminded you that it's homelessness. The police will come and move you. I know, I've been homeless before, got and lived in my car before. And let me make this clear. I don't care how nice the inside of that van is. She is still living in a van and she is still homeless. Okay. They say home is where the heart is, but this is homelessness. Now, don't get me wrong. I completely commend what she's done here. She's done an amazing job with that van. She's created extremely livable space, and it's still much better than sleeping on the street. So that is 100% commendable. It is definitely a home on wheels, but this is not optimal. For example, where do you go to the bathroom? I already know the answer to that. She likely has a portable toilet, and when you have to go potty in that portable toilet, the smell is going to spread everywhere in that small enclosed space. If it's only pee, it's one thing, but if it's poo, then yeah, it's going to smell really, really bad, and it can take a while to air it out, and even then, it may still linger because the poo particles will spread throughout the area. And I understand the circumstance, but what if the problems that I see with a lot of people, young women right now that are doing this, is that they're trying to make this sustainable and livable for a long period of time? And I completely understand living in in a van and saving money, but a lot of these women are not saving lots of money. They're not like banking away 20, 30, 40, $50,000. In fact, a lot of these young women have invested tons of money into these vans, believing that they're going to be able to live this way forever. And here's the crazy thing: the moment that your van breaks down, you're I mean, you're on the street. Either you have to go and stay with a family member, which in many cases is not an option, or you're gonna have to rent a place, which is, and just you're not gonna be able to find an apartment just like that, or if you try to stay at a motel, this is not like back in like 10 years ago where you can live at a Motel 6, and maybe spend 550 bucks a night, $1,500 a month. No, these places cost like $100 now. Like you can easily spend $2,000 to $3,000 a month living at a motel. Okay, so it's not as easy or as glamorous as they're making it sound. Then there's also the dangers that go into this. For example, you're a single person living in a van. You're putting yourself at risk, a variety of different risks. Of, for example, individuals. We live in a crazy world with crazy people, and especially for a young, attractive person like herself, she's putting herself in a situation where I would never want my daughter in such a situation, and it bothers me immensely when I see this. I tell you guys, it's really unfortunate. And I kind of look at it like, why would anyone want to do this to themselves? I understand guys that choose to live this way, but most guys don't want to live this way. There's a big difference between living in a mobile home and living in a camper and living in a van. All right, living in a van. And I understand, like, it can be something, like, it can be comfortable, but this is not optimal for, like, to my understanding, when it comes to truckers, like, guys who live in their trucks, those are big spaces. Like, this is not a truck. Like when you live in a truck, those trucks have huge living spaces. Like, that's a real bed. Like, that's a real bed, not a play bed. That's a real bed in that truck. There's a bathroom in that truck where you actually can go into that bathroom and take a poop. And you're sitting on an actual toilet. I don't know. Like, it's just very different. Microwave. Like, it's a nice. You have like it's like a small home in there. It's more like a camper versus this thing. Like, these vans. I don't know. I just don't know. And you've got these hot girls that are trying to make it seem like it's incredible. There's so many of them right now, and this is the midst of poverty. And of course, there's also the question of, like, are these people even for real? Like, is she even for real? Like, is this person actually for real? Are they really doing this? And the reason why I say this is because, if we look at this individual, if we look at this person who is currently living in the van, if we look at their channel, we can see that they have 438,000 subscribers, 14,000. And this video was 14 minutes and 40 seconds long. And so this is Amy in a van. And, the average. So I'm going to teach you guys a little something about YouTube right now. I'm going to be putting together a course for you guys so you guys will know how to make money off YouTube and make a ton of money off YouTube. So we can actually go over to, we can actually do a little bit of math and try to figure out how much money she's actually making. So first off, we're gonna look at what is the average CPM, well, RPM on YouTube. So what is the average RPM on YouTube? And it's usually something like $1 to $2. It's like $2. I'm not going to tell you what my RPM is, but RPM is how much you get paid for every 1,000 views of a video on YouTube. So RPM stands for revenue per milli, and it is a performance metric that shows how much YouTube creators earn for every 1,000 views. It includes revenue sources such as ads, channel memberships, YouTube premium income, super chats, and super stickers. But usually, it's really just focusing on, how much you make from ads per every 1,000 views. And the typical RPM, so the average RPM on YouTube is between $3.30 and $4.40. So I actually estimated a little bit lower than that, but let's go with $3.30. And I'm not giving you my RPM, but we can try to figure out really quickly how much money, like how many views she's getting. because this is a long form video channel. Long form with long form videos, you tend to earn much more than short form. And she actually has 124 videos on this channel. And I can actually do a little bit of a cheat right now, right? So I can actually go over to Social Blade, and I can look on Social Blade with you guys, because we're gonna try to figure out, get like a small idea of how much money this woman is making, right? So let's go ahead and check this out here. Okay, so this is her Social Blade, and it gives us her channel statistics. So she has 124 videos uploaded, 437 subscribers, 437,000 subscribers, 72 million views. She's in Great Britain, so that's a Western country, and her channel is getting 2,973,366 views. Okay, and she's a travel channel. Now, here's the thing: travel channels actually tend to make more than other channels, so they tend to have higher RPMs. Their RPMs could typically be anywhere from $10 to $20 per thousand views. So she's probably making around $5 per at least $5 per 1,000 views. So just because I have that knowledge, I'm not going to go with $3.30. That's the minimum. But honestly, I'm going to go with let's go with the $4.40. Okay. That she's making at least $5 per thousand views. Like I said, I have, I just know that number. I just know these numbers because the minimum is usually $10 to $20 for something like a travel channel, and yeah, she's gonna be getting around that. So I mean, guys, if you look, so statistical reports, the average CPM cost on YouTube is around $9.61, which means the average RPM is around $5.28. However, it's important to note that these are averages and they could vary. Yeah, I'm gonna go with $5. I'm just gonna round it to $5 because like I said, like the typical travel channel is making like $10 to $20 RPM per thousand views. So if she's pulling in, in the last 30 days, she's pulled in 2,973,000 views, guys, on YouTube, and you can see that on your screen. You can see that on your screen on the Social Blade. So if we just this is these numbers are absolutely crazy. So if we just go ahead and take the 2,000, take the 2,973, 2,973, and we're just going to go ahead and multiply that. So we multiply that by 5. Okay, so we convert 2,973,000 subscribers. We convert that into a usable number. So we actually convert that down to 2,973. We multiply that by 5. That means this channel is likely making around $14,865 per month. So yeah, I think she's making way more than that. And if we actually multiply that by 12 over the course of a year, that works out to $178,380. Wow. So yeah, she is pulling in almost $200,000 a year from this channel, and that doesn't include things like sponsorships. And she's a really large channel. She's doing things like Instagram and on. So for example, sponsored links. So if we were to go over to her Instagram, I'm not going to show you her Instagram because yeah, she does have her Instagram. Actually, she has 59,000 followers on Instagram, but because she has almost 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. They actually look at their like all your followers across all your platforms, and as a result, she would literally be charging for advertising different things. So she's going to do she'll do sponsored things on her social media, and she will get paid a ton just for these sponsored things. So I mean, I question if she's actually perpetually living in this thing. Like this literally could just be a hustle for her. Like I 100% guarantee this may just be a hustle for her, and the entire channel might actually be fluff. You know, I'm not saying it is, but when you're such a massive YouTuber, and you know, because I mean, you can see on the screen, it's estimating that she's making at the higher end 11.97.9 thousand. But I know I'm a YouTuber, so I know how the math actually works. And yeah, she'd be making probably around almost $15,000 a month, $200,000 a year. And y'all really think that she's spending all her time living in a van? Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, there's so many girls that are like doing this, and they're gonna try to convince other women that, oh my gosh, this is the right way to do things. You know, no, no, sweetie, no. And again, guys, I'm not going to be giving you my CPM. I'm not going to give you my RPM. You know, I see some of you like, Angry, how much does your channel actually make? $5 a month. I make $5 a month. That's as much as you and the IRS need to know. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers by subscribing to the channel if you already have it, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Hot girls are trying to make homelessness seem glamorous. Guys, what do you think regarding this subject and everything we discussed here today? I want to know your thoughts, so let's talk about them in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA and walking away and share.